Good morrow, good viewers. This is your host coming to you today with another episode of Home Media Reviews. I just realized I didn't say who the host was, but I never say who the host was for these because it's in the goddamn title sequence. Today's HMR is on Extraordinary Engines. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Am I doing a Vlad Plasmius impression from Danny Phantom? Oh, Daniel, you'll have no idea what I have in store for Amity Park. Or should I do the Box Ghost instead? I am the Box Ghost! Beware! I've been watching Danny Phantom recently. It's a good show. Extraordinary Engines. Hello, everybody. It's Thomas Friends Home Media Reviews, if you couldn't tell from my bad Vlad Plasmius impression. Go ahead and jump into the history section of Extraordinary Engines. While my computer slowly dies. So Extraordinary Engines was released on January 31st of 2017. Wasn't the physical media, that was the digital HD release date. And it was released on Valentine's Day for the physical media release, which was quite interesting. I don't remember exactly, but I remember I found Extraordinary Engines, I think, a week early at my local Walmart. And I don't remember if the release date was always supposed to be Valentine's Day, or if I found it like on Valentine's Day and the posted release date was a week later. I don't remember exactly, but I remember finding it early. So let's go ahead and jump right into the close-up section of Extraordinary Engines. Ready, everyone, here's your close-up look at Extraordinary Engines. Thomas Friends logo, Extraordinary Engines, and kind of a basic font. I mean, it's cool and all, but it just looks kind of lazy, you know. Hugo and Thomas at the front, which, hey, that's the whale from Toad and the Whale, probably, but he's making a cameo, and I'm going to say that's the same whale. It's canon, guys. This poster art could be better, I'm going to be honest. Hit Entertainment logo, Thomas Friends Extraordinary Engines, portrait of Thomas now outlined in red, DVD logo, Universal logo with small numbers. Propel into Adventure with Thomas Friends logo next to it, barcode underneath with the blurb wrapping around it. And I dropped. Dang it! Why am I dropping everything today? Like, come on, man. Got Harold next to a lighthouse, Captain, Skiff, and Sir Topham Hatt looking very scared because Skiff is running away, and Sir Topham Hatt's like, no, stop, don't run away. This is all at Arlsberg Harbor, I think is what it is. Yeah, Arlsberg Harbor, not Arlsdale, it's Arlsberg. There's a difference. Bonus features include Let's Go and Spring is Here, which they are both sing-along songs, and Railway Fun with Thomas. I wonder what that is. I actually don't remember what that is. 2 screenshots. They're just stock images. I really don't think they're from any stories. If they are, they're not from stories that I remember. Thomas Friends website link, along with text specs and copyright information. And if you look really close, this disc was made in Mexico. How did this get over the wall? Open this up. There was no insert. And look! Return of the squished up version of the poster art. It's been so long since I've gotten to say that I actually missed it. I should sound more enthused, but I'm really not. I don't know. This whole release just felt like fan service and phoning it in and all of that. I mean, yeah, it was our first release for 2017, but was it lackluster? I mean, for something that's like so special, that's introducing a brand new character, you'd think this have more going for it, and you'd think it would at least have a slipcover, but it doesn't. There is no slipcover, and that really makes me mad. So that's your close-up. Let's go ahead and transition into the menu tour for Extraordinary Engines. Alright everybody, here's your menu tour for Extraordinary Engines. Before we get started here, I want to mention the fact that this has a trailer for The Great Race on it. Why? The Great Race was last year's special. If we're back in 2017 when this came out, The Great Race was last year's special. Why isn't there a trailer for Journey Beyond Sodor on here? Actually, I don't think the JBS trailer was out yet, so that's probably why. But, just a little minor complaint there. Also, Whale from Toad and the Whale. Look at that cameo right there. We have our same standard menu here. Play, episode selection. What episodes do we have? Engine of the Future, Henry in the Dark, The Missing Breakdown Train, Hugo in the Airship, 3 Steam Engines Gruff. That episode's really bad. Skiff and the Mermaid. A lot of people think 3 Steam Engines Gruff is good. It's not. It's not good at all. That's also a screenshot from Reds vs. Blues, if you noticed that. Let me go back. Look at that. That's from Reds vs. Blues. That's not from 3 Steam Engines Gruff. Language selection. Does French make a return? No, it does not. And this is the same menu. Guys, stop being so lazy. You're just reusing the same cards. Change it up a little bit. Bonus features. Let's Go, which is a music video. Spring is Here, and Railway Fun with Thomas. What the heck is this?
Following all engines! Following all engines! It's Bell!
You gotta be kidding me. They just took one of these little things and put it here. Like, okay, this is 10 minutes long, though, and it has several chapters, so let's see what other things are on here.
Well, hello!
Wait a second. If any of you all don't know, these like little segments play throughout the release in between stories, but I assume they're all compiled here in this bonus feature. Does that mean they're not like in the actual video track? Hang on, we gotta figure this out. Copyright infringement. Please don't hit me with that, YouTube. That's fair use. Okay, so here we go with the intro. Let's just look here. Engine of the Future, okay. Skip to where it ends. Okay, this is the ending, I think. This is a live experiment here. We're gonna figure this out, guys. I haven't seen this episode in a long time. I have no idea what they're saying. Oh, come on. When does it end? When does it end? Wait. That was the ending. That was the ending, wasn't it? Yeah, they totally stripped those out. I mean, I usually skip those, but like, you really strip those out of the actual video track and just compiled them here to make it seem like you got something new when it's really not new? Like, man, 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. God, extraordinary engines. Just, God, wow. Anyway, that's the end of the menu tour. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions, as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? I haven't seen Extraordinary Engines in stores since last year. It's kind of funny how that works out. Most Thomas and Friends releases stay in stores for about, 3 to 4 months, and then they're gone. You never see them again. And I can tell you right now, it's not because they sold all of their stock. I don't know what Walmart or Target does with the excess. They just put them in the back room and wait for Mattel to give them the go-ahead, because if they put them back out on the shelves, Mattel will literally kill their families. I don't know. I don't know how Mattel works. I just know that their company is going down the toilet right now, so it's probably not very good over there. And I'm not just saying that because Big World Big Adventures is presumably bad. I haven't seen it at the time of this recording. I'm saying that based on Mattel stock numbers. If you look at their stock, it's dropped significantly. Like, it's in the toilet right now. It's so bad. Anyway, online retailers is your best bet to find Extraordinary Engines. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No. Number 3, should you pick this product up? For being the only, one of the 2 regular releases of 2017, Extraordinary Engines is pretty special because it's one of the last Thomas and Friends home media releases ever. That doesn't excuse the fact that this release doesn't have great episodes on it per se. I mean, Henry in the Dark is pretty great. Okay, I love Henry in the Dark. That's a great episode. But the Hugo episodes, not their best work. Not Andrew Brenner or the writing team's best work. I don't know. I just don't think Hugo's that interesting of a character. I think it's hard to write a not interesting character in a interesting story. They usually come off as not interesting. I wasn't interested in either one of these Hugo episodes that are on this. And then 3 Steam Engines Gruff, I just flat out hate. I don't like that episode in the slightest. It just, I don't know. The first time I saw it, I really hated it, but watching it this time, I don't hate it as much. I still don't like it, though. I think it's not good. The Missing Breakdown Train's really good, too. I think that and Henry in the Dark are the 2 greatest episodes on this. I mean, come on. Did you really think that we would forget about Judy and Jerome writers? I actually think they forgot about Judy and Jerome, and this was like a whole meta story about, oh crap,
We forgot about these Crane characters that we introduced in The Adventure Begins. And if you go along with the Thomas CGI timeline, they've been here for literally ever. Skiff and the Mermaid I enjoy as well. Not one of my favorites, though. I mean, the comedy with Sir Topham Hatt I do enjoy, but it can get a little much in this episode, especially when he turns into Castaway. But there's literally just a rock that's by the beach, and he can't see that he's next to Sodor, but couldn't he hear the children laughing and playing in the water? Or, I don't know. What would have made that even funnier is if, while Skiff and Sir Topham Hatt were on the water, the Megalodon shark from the movie The Meg comes up and just snaps him and just kills them both instantly. That would be a great ending. Talk about turning the genre on its head, mate. And you actually get some pretty good bonus content with Extraordinary Engines. You get a Mr. Perkins segment. You get a little thing about Thomas talking about friendship or something. It's basically a clip show, but it's nice. All right, upon further clarification, you can tell how low budget this series is. The Perkins segments and other stuff like that was actually only included on the UK release of Extraordinary Engines, not on the US version. On the DVD, back of the DVD case, it does say Railway Fun with Thomas. I don't know what that means. I shot the close-up for that literally months ago, so I don't remember what that means. So whatever you saw in the close-up, that's the bonus features we got. So Extraordinary Engines, it's okay. It's not great. Picture quality is not great either. I didn't mention this last week with Ultimate Friendship Adventures, but that picture quality didn't look too great either. But it's because of the limitations of the format. Aside from what a lot of fans will tell me in the comments, no man, just get a new TV. I have a new TV. It's a Toshiba 50-inch 4K television. It makes DVD look like ass. It's what's on that disc. It's got nothing to do with my TV, got nothing to do with my player, which is an Xbox One S, by the way. Nothing to do with my hardware. It's what's on that disc. I'm not going through that rant again. Extraordinary Engines, it's a mild recommend. I don't know, if you want to own those stories, sure, seek it out. You shouldn't own 3 Steam Engines Gruff, though. It doesn't deserve it. I mean, Trevor speaks, but fine, whatever. Yeah, Extraordinary Engines, mild recommend. It's okay. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? $5-6. I actually think Extraordinary Engines is going to be kind of hard to find in the coming years because of the fact that not a lot of people bought it. It's one of the final Thomas & Friends releases for the US. It's probably going to be worth a fair amount. So that's the HMR on Extraordinary Engines. Kind of sad that Mattel is going out on a whimper and not a bang. But hey, there's another release that features other episodes on it from the newer series. So maybe that one will be better than Extraordinary Engines. Maybe that one will have some effort put into it. Because Extraordinary Engines feels like it just got shot out because it was part of the contract deal. Next week is not the penultimate Thomas film. I said that was Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, but possibly the single most controversial piece of Thomas & Friends media that's ever been released to the public. I remember when the trailer for this dropped, people went nuts. And it wasn't a lot of good fanfare either. There was a lot of Railway Series enthusiasts, including people who I used to be friends with, were going nuts over this trailer. The engines bounce. This is disrespectful to the Reverend Audrey's good name. Man, I'm so mad that they made the engines bounce. Journey Beyond Sodor. I did a review for Journey Beyond Sodor when it first came out, a movie review, and if you want to see what my thoughts were on it back then, you can check that out before the HMR next week airs. Journey Beyond Sodor is next week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good night everybody. Oh my god, Phil, we're reviewing Journey Beyond Sodor next week. Dude, can you believe they made the engines bounce? It's awful! It's insane! Dogs and cats living together! Mass hysteria!